many other coffins were unearthed by the tsunami.
Well, at the force of those waves, there's no telling.
How can we find out who's inside so that their family can rebury them?
Well, when the phones come back, I'll call the local cemetery and let them know we have someone's remains. Hopefully they'll take it from there.
I know that if it was someone in my family, I wouldn't like it at all if they were lost in this way.
Sheridan, Catherine, let's not dwell on some other family's misfortune.
Well, at least their loved one wasn't swept out to sea.
This is very strange, but I feel some kind of connection with whomever is in that.
I don't know why.
Well, maybe literally it's because that coffin saved my life. I mean, I would have drowned if it hadn't floated by just when it did. At first, I didn't even know what it was. I just saw it, I grabbed onto it, and I held on for dear life. The next thing I know, we're riding it in here right through the door.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh. What about Mark, Sheridan?
What about him?
What are you going to do with him?
Well, after Maureen passed on to heaven, I promised her that I would take care of him, and that's a promise I intend to keep.
But darling, you can't keep someone else's child. There are legalities involved. You need to talk to the proper authorities just to see what they are.
Catherine's right. You know, you simply just can't take what isn't yours.
I know. I just haven't thought that far ahead. Once everything gets back to normal, I will call family services. But until then, what Mark needs is for me to love him and care for him. Don't you, sweetheart? Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart. I promised your mommy I'd take care of you, and I will.
I think it's wonderful that you want to keep the promise to someone you barely knew. But I think you should consider the possibilities that there might be other family out there that will want to take care of him.
Well, there isn't. Maureen said that she was all alone in the world.
Well, what about his father?
He never came up, so I assume he's out of the picture.
Well, even so, honey, there might be aunts, uncles.
Why would she ask me to take care of her son?
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't like her family. I really don't know, but my concern is I don't want you to get attached to a child you might not be able to keep.
Sheridan, you know, Catherine is right.
Look, Maureen said that she was all alone. And there was no information in her purse to the contrary, so I'm just gonna keep him. It's as simple as that.
Sheridan, no one is trying to take Mark away from you.
You just need to go about doing it the right way.
I said that I would.
Okay.
Sheridan, then there's no need for upset. Here, let me put Mark down in little Ethan's room. It's late. I'm sure he's exhausted. I promise I'll take good care of him.
All right. Good night, sweetheart. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, good boy.
I'm just fascinated that this was swept out of the cemetery only to wind up saving both of your lives.
That's weird, huh? You know, we might want to move this before little Ethan sees it.
Martin, you can't lift this coffin by yourself.
Well, we won't know unless I try.
Oh, be careful.
Honey, I will.
Just leave it, Martin. Pilar and I will find something to cover it.
Now, that little Ethan, you know how curious is? He might come in here, peek under the cover, and freak out.
Can I help you?
No, it's okay. It's a little heavier than I thought it would be.
What was that noise?
Yeah, I was trying to move the coffin before little Ethan saw it, and I dropped it.
Look, Sheridan, don't.
No, seeing a corpse could trigger your nightmares.